So welcome back to another prospect rebuild here today in NBA 2K21. Today, Jalen Suggs, Orlando Magic. We're going to be doing a 5-year rebuild. You guys have been showing me a ton of love on the 5-year prospect rebuilds, and I seriously do just want to say thank you on those. I have never really done 5-year rebuilds, as you know, a kind of a general background, but you guys seem to like them, so we're going to be doing more of them. So kind of getting into this pick a little bit, I think, you know, it does make sense. I think Jalen Suggs at that pick number 5 was definitely the best player available. I think it didn't make sense at all to let him go, especially with a team like the Orlando Magic, who are obviously rebuilding. They've been rebuilding for quite some time now, but you know what I'm saying? I did not think he was going to get past 4 with the Toronto Raptors. I thought it was a perfect fit, honestly. They moved on from Kyle Lowry. You get a nice new young guard in there, kind of doing a little hybrid rebuild, I like to call those, when they're kind of still a contending team with some of those guys. But we're not talking about that today. They obviously took Scotty Barnes 4th overall today. Jalen Suggs, Orlando Magic. They also got Franz Wagner from the University of Michigan. They have Mo Wagner on his team, his brother, who apparently re-signed on a 2-year deal. I don't think the money's released on that yet. So, 5-season rebuild today. As I mentioned, I'm excited to get into this one, man. You guys can let me know your thoughts on Jalen Suggs to the Orlando Magic. This team does have a ton of backcourt depth, young backcourt depth at that. Now, you guys are going to see that in just a second. So, we're going to have to figure out, we're going to have to play around a little bit, decide which routes we do want to go. Before we get into this one, man, if you guys are new around here but enjoying the videos lately, we are on day 70 of an upload streak, man, and it has been tremendous so far. I'm seriously cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you showed me so far over this summer. So without further ado, man, if you guys got any other video ideas, leave them down below in the comment section. Let's get into it. So as I'm sure a lot of you know, in these prospect and off-season free agency rebuilds, there's not a perfectly up-to-date shared file. So instead of going in and changing what every single team has to do to kind of make it correct, I try to get the team that I'm using as correct as possible. Obviously today that's the Orlando Magic. We want to take a look at their roster right now, a little bit of a breakdown. Markelle Fultz is obviously on this team, kind of revitalized his career a little bit after, you know, quite the bad stint in Philadelphia, I would say. I like Cole Anthony quite a bit, and that's not just because of how well he progresses in 2K. I honestly think he does have the chance to be very good in this league. I don't know what they're necessarily going to be doing with their backcourt. I mean, you kind of have 3 point guards right here that are all pretty decent playmakers, so I'm not really sure necessarily what they're going to do. This is a Jalen Suggs rebuild, so he's 100% going to be starting for me the entire video. But yeah, man, that's just some of the depth right there. And obviously, if we look at the shooting guard spot, we do have RJ Hampton, who I do like quite a bit as well. I honestly felt bad when the Magic didn't trade Terrence Ross at the deadline last year. I mean, look at some of the moves they made. Aaron Gordon went to Denver. Nikola Vucevic went to Chicago. Evan Fournier went to Boston. Like, Terrence Ross kind of just chilling there, man. I felt bad for him on that front. But again, we will see. We will end up seeing what happens with this Orlando Magic team, man, because I do like their future quite a bit. So I'm not going to be making any trades before we do start 7-year number 1. So ultimately, I'm probably going to have to figure out if I want to run one of these guys at the starting shooting guard spot. I probably will live with it for at least a season, and then we'll find and kind of decide after that. But I would not mind necessarily, you know, moving RJ Hampton to the backup shooting guard spot. Honestly, Terrence Ross, I couldn't even move to the backup small forward spot. I'm also going to start Franz Wagner, 8th overall pick. I do like his potential a little bit. I don't necessarily love that pick at pick number 8, but I also do kind of get him. I mean, you got his brother on the team. So, just my opinion, man. So, James Ennis is currently a free agent. We do not know what he's doing. Jonathan Isaac's probably going to win 4 or 5 Defensive Player of the Year awards in this video. It happens every single time. So, yeah, man. We are going to get into this one in just a second. They also re-signed Robin Lopez on a 1-year, $5 million deal, but I'm here nor there. I think he definitely could be a trade deadline piece. So, a lot of depth, a lot of young depth on this team. It's going to be interesting to see how we're actually going to end up doing this rotation. I don't necessarily know. I'm probably going to move Cole Anthony to the shooting guard spot. He's obviously an A- 3-point shot today for us. I do like Suggs a lot at that point guard spot. So honestly, Fultz is going to come off the bench. I don't necessarily want him to come off the bench. I'm also not up to date with the Orlando Magic, if I'm being honest with you. I have no idea what their lineup's going to look like at the end of the day. But a lot of guards in this team. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if they made a trade at some point in time with, you know, one of these guys right here. I mean, there's a lot of depth here. So we're going to set this rotation before we do start 7-year number 1, and I will see you guys in the rotation. So this is how I decided that the rotation is going to look here for the start of year number 1. Obviously, when we come to the offseason, I'll probably make a couple pretty big moves, if I do say so myself. But ultimately right now, the kind of the way I want to do it is that Jalen Suggs, he's the main focus of today's video. He is going to be starting for us all 5 seasons in this video. So I do not want to go ahead and hinder the development of him because we want to go ahead and run maybe technically our best overall in Markelle Fultz to the point guard spot. There's also definitely a possibility they both start for the Magic this season. I am basically just guessing right now. So I have no idea what they're going to do. Nonetheless, here's how it's going to look. Jalen Suggs, I moved Cole Anthony to that shooting guard spot, as I mentioned. Probably not a long-term answer there. Ultimately could be moved back to the backup point guard spot at some point in time. I actually see him win a lot of defense, or not defense player of the year, a lot of 6 Man of the Year awards in this video. I'm starting Franz Wagner just because I like the potential there. It's not a throwaway season necessarily. This team could be competitive. This core is not winning a championship right now. So why not develop our 8th overall pick? Jonathan Isaac, probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Wendell Carter Jr. obviously came over in the Vucevic trade from the Chicago Bulls. I think he could be our center of the whole video. I don't necessarily know how well he'll develop ultimately. I mean, a 5-year video versus a 3-year rebuild, some things are a little bit different. I occasionally, can make a couple bigger moves, but again, we will see. Fult's going to be our 6th man off the bench. I don't want to, like, trade him. I don't want to move on from him, but I don't know. He's obviously worked on his 3-point shot a lot. I just don't know if I want him starting at shooting guard for me in today's video, so we'll figure that out eventually. Followed by Mo Bamba, whose career highlights include having a song made about him by Shaq West. Congratulations. Chuma Ukiki, I like a decent amount. Terrence Ross has moved to small forward and RJ Hampton. So it sucks like James Ennis, Mo Wagner, MCW, Harris here. Like, this is a lot of depth on this squad. There really is. And ultimately, I think the Magic definitely could be a team next year that kind of sells some of these veterans at the deadline. I don't think that would be a bad idea at all. So good young core here. Very excited to work around this. Jonathan Isaac is on a beautiful, beautiful contract for how well he does play in this game. So that's going to help us out a lot, when it does come time to get in some of these bigger trades, bigger free agents. But yeah, this intro has probably been a long enough one. I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. So it wasn't exactly the promising first year I was kind of hoping for us here in Orlando, but it's a development year. It's kind of a throwaway year, as I mentioned. But again, 15 seed here in the East, not exactly what we were looking for. Joel Embiid, your MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year in Detroit. Also, the Summer League's on. It's been very entertaining. Jalen Green has been tremendous in his first game. Evan Mobley, 6th man of the year. They went with the ladder and decided to run him off the bench with Jared Allen in the starting lineup. There it is. We have started the Jonathan Isaac Defensive Player of the Year awards, man. I'm sure a lot of you know he tends to win one basically every single year. Nothing changes about it in this video. RJ Barrett, Most Improved. Steve Nash, Coach of the Year, 56 and 26 for Brooklyn. Also, I didn't even mention this. Steve Clifford's still our head coach. I didn't hire Jamal Mosley yet just because I couldn't find him. I will look for him this offseason and try to get him onto this team. I actually like him a lot as a coach. I think he's actually going to help that team a lot. I think it was time to move on. But yeah, Cole Anthony less in scoring. If he continues to play like this, man, there's no reason why he wouldn't start for me the entire video. Jalen Suggs, tremendous rookie campaign, 14.5 points, 3.5 boards, almost 6 assists, 1.5 steals a game. Dude, I don't know why. I just like the vibe I got from Jalen Suggs, especially in those March Madness games. He was just so good, and I think his potential is off the charts. I really do. So we definitely need to add a couple more scorers to this team, man. I mean, ultimately, you don't want one guy, at over 15 points a game, and that's it. Not exactly what we're looking for, but again, we will figure that out come the offseason time. We are definitely not in the playoffs, man. We are going to probably have a pretty high pick in this year's draft, which is definitely going to help us out a decent amount. We got a Nugget. I almost said Lakers. Nuggets Heat Finals. The Miami Heat do go on to win. Jimmy Butler Finals MVP. Looks like the Kyle Lowry signing worked out. League meeting time. Decline. Yeah, cool. All right, draft lottery. We are projected the number 1 overall pick, and it is unprotected, man, so it is 100% going to us. No, we fell to 5. I don't play this game for a weekend and it started hitting me. And now we got the stupid fucking staff retirement glitch where it's going to jump to the top every time. All right, I'm going to find Jamal Mosley if I can. I don't really care about my CFO. Mike Batiste. I don't know, bad ratings, honestly. Jesus. I don't know what is up with some of these ratings in this game, man. They're really just not good. Sean Navarro, cool. Eldon Stewart, cool. I also have 1 assistant coach right now. Lionel Hollins, just because he has the best ratings here, for being honest. So I'm going to try to go ahead and find Jamal Mosley. I don't know if he's necessarily in this game. I couldn't find him before, like when I tried to sign him last offseason. Oh, he's right here. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go ahead and sign him as our head coach. I don't know why I couldn't find him before. I also need an assistant GM, so Owen Masters and 1 more assistant coach. Oh, brother. All right, it's a cool. I like signing former players. So I mean, Melo doesn't have the best ratings, but again, it's pretty cool to sign in my opinion. So here's the glitch that we jump to the top every time. Like this game is so broken, dude. God, I just wish they would change some things. Like why can't you? Like it's not as broken as like a Warzone. I don't know if any of you guys are Warzone fans. I love Warzone, but it's not that broken. But like, it's just a whole slew of different problems. There's not cheaters in this game, but like it's just there's so many small things that just add up over time. Really frustrating, man, because I do love, like, the idea of this, but it's crazy, man. So I think we're going to be making some moves here. I don't necessarily know if drafting somebody is going to be the smartest move for us. I mean, obviously, our starting 5 is kind of figured out right now. I mean, maybe besides Franz Wagner. I don't know if he's 100% the long-term answer there. So I'm not going to go ahead. Like, if we look at this draft class right now, there's obviously a lot of good centers in. I'm sure a lot of you know that. I mean, the Chet Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama. I believe there's one more down here. Yeah, Jalen Duran. So I maybe could go after, like, a Paolo Banchero and go ahead and play him at the power forward spot, move Isaac to the small forward spot. I'm not going to get Amoni Bates just because, in a couple of these videos, I believe I already have got him once or twice. So I think Banchero could be a pretty good pick for us, man. 18 years old here. Honestly, if I'm going to go, draft a young guy pretty high overall, it's probably going to be the year I do it just because, again, once we do kind of get along the years here, I don't want to keep drafting young guys that I do have to keep developing. So I might try to move up to pick 3 or 4, man, just so we can kind of guarantee that we do get him there. So I'll see you guys with the trade. So we are offering our number 5 overall pick and our number 1 overall pick in the second round to the Houston Rockets for their 3rd overall pick. I wouldn't mind moving up a couple spots. Kind of solidifies that we're probably going to get the guy that we do want. Let's see if they want it. They want Mo Bamba and a 2nd for Christian Wood. On what planet does Mo Bamba have more value than Christian Wood? Age-wise, I can see it. I mean, 24 versus 26. Oh, wait, what? I thought he was like 29. Never mind. I have no idea why on earth they're offering me this. I don't need Christian Wood, though. I want to start Banchero. I do want to move Isaac to the 3. And then, obviously, our center depth is still pretty loaded. So, I don't really need to get 2 years older and a little bit more expensive at that center spot. Really doesn't make much sense for me. So, it's just not going to happen, man. I'm just going to tell you straight up right now. Do we have anybody here on a contract that I wouldn't mind trading? Honestly, I wouldn't mind trading like Mo Wagner, but I think probably James Ennis, who's out of the rotation, makes a little more sense. So, 3rd overall pick, hoping Paolo Banchero is here for us with the 3rd overall selection. Let me just go. Yes, he is. Look at the summary so far real quick. Moni went first, followed by Chet Holmgren. So, Paolo Banchero, welcome to Orlando. Going to be our starting power forward. We're going to be moving Jonathan Isaac to the small forward position. And this is good, man. Oh, my God. This is super clutch. I forgot it happened. So, team player options. Cole Anthony, who is our leading scorer, definitely coming back. Chuma Ukiki and RJ Hampton. Gotta love it, man. Got to love it. Orlando's actually doing a pretty good job with the rebuild. I think it's definitely carried on a few more years than they were kind of hoping, but at the end of the day, that core with Vucevic, that core with Fournier, Aaron Gordon, it really wasn't winning anything, man. So I think they did make the right move at the deadline last year, ultimately, moving on from all those guys, but again, only time will tell. So Isaac's going to go to the small forward spot. We have Banchero now starting at the power forward position for us. We do have to go ahead and head through some... Oh, we did team player options. I'm all over the place. Who in the free agency department do we have? So Wendell Carter Jr. is definitely somebody I want to retain. I'm going to let Gary Harris go. I'm going to let Michael Carter-Williams go. A lot of depth to those guards spots. So Wendell Carter Jr. I'm probably going to actually pay right now. I think that does probably make the most sense for me, just because at the end of the day, this isn't just a 3-year rebuild. This is a 5-year rebuild. We're only going into the 2nd season. So, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at the shooting guard spot right there. I do have to make a decision on what I want to do with Terrence Ross. I think I'll probably end up moving him and run Franz Wagner off the bench. I think Mo Wagner honestly could be gone, man. We're just paying him $4 million for no reason at this point. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring Wendell Carter Jr. back. So we will get through the moratorium phase right here, man. We're definitely not renouncing the rights on him, but Gary Harris has a $30 million cap hold. That is pretty crazy. That is... Wait, is this... No, never mind. This is the 2nd free agency. I was like... I'm all over the place. Long weekend of vacation. So we're paying Wendell Carter Jr., man. That's the most lets me give him on a 5-year contract. Obviously, he's locked up for this entire video. I think at this point in time, as I mentioned, Terrence Ross probably going to get moved along with Mo Wagner for some 1st-round picks right now. So we can just get that out of the way real quick. Again, man, these videos tend to kind of drag out for a decent amount of time if we don't go ahead and kind of make some moves quickly. So I actually like Aaron Nesmith a lot from the Celtics. A Celtics fan here if you didn't know that. But not enough where I'm going to go ahead and probably trade for him and run him over Franz Wagner. So other than that, as I mentioned, I don't want to trade Mo Wagner. If this was like a real-world thing, I would never trade somebody's brother that we just drafted 8th overall. I'm pretty sure that would just be a recipe for disaster. But today in 2K's world, we're just going to get some 1st-round picks, clear up a little bit of cap space. So we do have a 10-man rotation once again. Eventually I'd like to maybe dwindle this down to a 9-man rotation, but as of now, I do like the squad a lot, man. Didn't make any crazy changes. We are going to be starting with Banchero over Chuma Okeke. And yeah, this is good. This is definitely good. Making some good moves, heading in the right direction. I think this team definitely could maybe even sneak into the playoffs. We'll see you guys at the start of year number 2 of the rotation. Start of year number 2 out of 5 here in Orlando for us, man. Obviously a 15 seed last year. Pretty much it was the worst record in the entire league. I didn't think this was the worst overall team in the league, but 2K disagreed with me. So we're hoping to maybe sneak into the playoffs this year, man, between development. I think we're in a really good spot right now. I really do. So here's how it's going to look for season number 2. Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, our 3rd overall, I almost said 4th. Our 3rd overall pick, Paolo Banchero from Duke, and Wendell Carter Jr., who we gave a lot of money to. So hoping he plays well for us. Our bench unit, it still sucks that I have Fultz off the bench, man. Ultimately, I don't really like... I like him a lot. I think he's definitely turned his career around a lot. I don't know if he's good enough where I would run him in a backcourt, maybe at a shooting guard position. I don't know, though. Mo Bamba is probably he's a free agent this year, so we're going to have to decide on him. I think I could include him in a trade and sign and trade in some way like that. Maybe him and Fultz for some sort of star. But again, I'm not going to predict things before we even start simming the season. Followed by Chuma Okeke, RJ Hampton, and then Franz Wagner, who I'm absolutely kind of dicking. It just sucks. That sounded weird. Oh, I'm kind of screwing, I would say. We just started for us playing 30-plus minutes a night, and now he's getting 10 minutes a night as our 10th man off the bench. That sucks. I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. So we made a decent amount of moves last offseason, but not enough to the point where I think this team is a 2-seed material. But Here we are. 2 seed here in the East. Trae Young, first career MVP. Take a look at his numbers right there. Sharif Cooper, Rookie of the Year in Washington. Jordan Nora. Wow. Holy hell. He averaged that in 27 minutes? Oh my God. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan Nora, yeah, definitely deserved. Mike Malone, Coach of the Year, 63-19 over there in Denver. Wow. We got Brooklyn in the first round, man. Not exactly my favorite first round matchup. Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Wendell Carter Jr. So also what I said last offseason, it doesn't change. I do think we need to add another scorer to the squad. I mean, whoever it may be, whether it's a free agency or trade, will come eventually, but that's still a problem for us. I mean, even though we are a 2 seed here, I do still think that definitely is something that needs to change. So we got Brooklyn, who seems to always sign Steph Curry. They always let Kyrie go and James Harden. They still have Kevin Durant, so I guess Steph and KD are back with each other. Different city this time. We go on to, wow, we blew a 3-1 lead and lost in 7 games. Not exactly the first round I was looking for. Brooklyn made it all the way to the finals as 7 seed. Just to lose to Denver and the Serbian Beast. They sweep the Brooklyn Nets and Nikola Jokic first finals MVP. So we'll head up to league meetings right now. Just decline all these real quickly. We're good there. Draft lottery time. We're obviously not in it this year. After, oh my God, the Nets are going to have the first overall pick. After being in the finals with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant on their team. Oh no, it went back to Houston. Okay, cool. That scared the shit out of me a little bit. So we're good there in the staff department. We'll head up to the draft. We have a later first round pick. We definitely might. Yeah, we have 26 of our own, 13 in the second round from the Toronto Raptors. So could maybe look to make some sort of a move right now. Ultimately, the only really trade asset that I do want to move is probably Markelle Fultz. Wendell Carter Jr. has been more than serviceable for us. So he's making $30 million. So that is quite a bit of money. I mean, if I were to put up Fultz in the 26th overall pick, like what are my trade options? It's just because like, whoa. Why is the game blurry? Oh, it's going to crash. I'll be back. Yeah, I have no idea why 2K got all blurry for a second. It was kind of weird. But, yeah, back to this. I'm going to see what I get for Fultz in the 26th overall pick. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I just have to restart the game. Oh, whoa. I almost just coughed. So there's really not any options here that I'm really loving necessarily. I mean, just like, brother. No. I mean, he's averaging less points than, why am I blanking on names right now? Holy shit, I'm blanking on it. Who the hell is our shooting guy? Cole Anthony. Jesus. I'm not saying that he's better. I'm not saying that Cole Anthony's better than Klay Thompson. You guys, I'm sure a lot of you know, 33 years old, making $40+ million. He starts to regress. Yeah, I just don't like any of these trades enough. So we're not drafting anybody here, man. We have a lot of young, promising players on this team. We were just a 2 seed here with this squad. There's no reason to draft somebody else. And look at all these young guys on team options that we do have. It is beautiful. So I am going to give Mo Bamba qualifying. Ultimately, I'm not paying him $20+ million a year, which he's going to ask for. So we are probably going to be moving him in a sign and trade at some point in time. He is our only free agent, correct? Yeah, he's our only free agent. So this is a pretty decent free agency class. It's not the best one out there. I want to sign 38-year-old LeBron, who looks like he's going to go back to the Lakers on a 1-year deal. Lakers, Hawks, 76ers. Like, why are some of these offers coming in like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? It's just kind of weird, man. Okay. So if I want to make a move, hypothetically, how much money do I have? I have $11 million. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and trade somebody. Would it be cool to maybe get an Embiid or a Jokic? Obviously, yeah, it would be. I mean, I don't really want to trade Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, maybe if I were to be able to get Jokic, like, do I want to risk it right now, man? Move him and then probably go ahead and try to sign one of these guys? Depending what sort of offers I get for Wendell Carter Jr. I don't want to just give him up for a first-round pick. I mean, I probably will. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I tend to do that quite a bit. I think it'd be cool to get like a superstar center here. Both those guys are not guys that I'm able to get a lot. So, wow. De'Aaron Fox, man. I mean, we don't really need a point guard necessarily, but De'Aaron Fox is hard for me to pass up on. So, I might do this with Houston and just go ahead and save the money. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm risking it for the biscuit, man. We're going to go ahead and try to get one of these superstar centers. I'm going to offer them. That's a max contract right there. Player option. I can't give him a no-trade clause. Oh, wow. We don't even have enough for Nurkic. Wow. Not what I meant. Who do we want to move here? Probably Sengun, who we just picked up, and now we're going to go ahead and trade him. Who I do like Alperen Sengun's actually potential a little bit. I mean, not to the point where I'm probably going to keep him instead of going out and getting into Nikola Jokic, hopefully. So that's a max contract, a player option, a no-trade clause. He's not coming here. Son of a bitch. So we just screwed the pooch on that. Trae Young's unrestricted? Oh, I didn't see that, man. I did not see that whatsoever. Did we get any of them? Are you fucking kidding me? Just shoot me in the fucking head, why don't you? I mean, seriously? Are they going to match John Morant? like, they're probably going to match John Morant, I would assume, right? Do I want to try to sign Bozo Kyrie here? I just want to sign somebody at this point. I mean, I just blew through my money. Kyrie didn't even sign with us. Kyrie went somewhere else. I'm assuming they're probably going to go ahead. Oh, shit. This is going to get matched, correct? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So we just lost Mo Bamba for nothing. Trae Young is still here. Dude, sign with me. Okay, it was worth it. Trae Young is officially here. Okay, so now I'm probably going to move him to shooting guard just because he can shoot. I'm sorry I'm so far back. The defense is going to be interesting. The defense is definitely going to be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, we now have a backcourt here of Trae Young and Jalen Suggs. Suggs is definitely going to have to be the main defensive guy for us. So, I think Markelle Fultz is probably going to have to get traded now for some sort of center. I just lost out on both my centers. I mean, I'm still doing that 10 times out of 10 for Trae Young, who for some reason was unrestricted. But yeah, this might be a 9-man rotation with Trae Young being a 95 overall. So as much as I love Cole Anthony, just hype the shit out of him, he also could be in a trade, because I do want to go ahead and kind of get a really good center. So I'll see you guys with the trade. So I actually tried to trade for DeAndre Ayton. It wasn't happening. I legitimately gave up so much to the point it wasn't even worth it, and they still declined the offer. So Bam Adebayo is not a bad backup plan. 17.5 points, 10.5 boards. A little bit of a regression, I would say, but they probably added some other sort of star in Miami. So they want RJ Hampton. And look at me, Marcus Smart. Wow, that's it? I mean, it's not the best trade-off in the world. Marcus Smart's probably, yeah, almost 30 now, but I can live with that. I mean, I don't really know if we even necessarily need Marcus Smart. I mean, I didn't want to trade Hampton at all, but I'm probably going to live with it. I'm just actually going to move Cole Anthony back to the backup point guard spot. That's what we're going to do. So, Smart's probably going to get traded now. I mean, I don't necessarily need him. We're probably doing a 9-man rotation, so Marcus Smart's probably going to get me a backup center. I like Marcus Smart a lot. I'm a Celtics fan. I'm sure a lot of you know that. I'm not giving my thoughts on him right now. I think they should trade him. That is just my opinion, but we're not getting into that right now. Center, Derek Favors, 32 years old. Nerlens Noel on a 1-year deal, though. Is anybody on a multi-year? Oh, Frank Kepnang's here. My boy Frank Kepnang. My guy Enes Kanter. So we're getting center offers. That's definitely not the problem. Is everybody on a 1-year deal? Derek Favors on a 2-year deal. All right, I'll take Favors just because he's on a multi-year deal. Okay, we made some pretty big moves this offseason. I think this team is set up for success. I will see you guys at the start. Year number 3. So 2 major changes in our starting lineup with the insertions of Trae Young and Bam Adebayo into it, man. We were a 2 seed last year with a team that I really didn't think had the talent to be a 2 seed. We will see if some things can change this year. So I don't necessarily love Trae Young at the shooting guard spot for defensive purposes, but scoring-wise, I'm sure this man's going to go off the charts. I moved Jonathan Isaac a couple years ago to the small forward position. I'm hoping he can kind of make up for Trae Young. You know, lack of defense. Jonathan Isaac wins 23 Defensive Player of the Year awards every single video. So here's to hoping it works out. Jalen Suggs, Trae Young, Jonathan Isaac, Paolo Banchero, and Bam Adebayo. Our bench unit: Cole Anthony, Shuma Okeke, Derek Favors, and Franz Wagner. We're back to a 9-man rotation. Not back, but we're moving on to a 9-man rotation. Honestly, this bench is really deep. I do think we're definitely having a decent amount of potential off this bench as well. So 2 seed last year, man. We definitely got better. I will see you guys at the end of year number 3. So this team was sick, man. Trae Young, MVP, 36 points a game, 3 rebounds, 10 assists. As we're a 1 seed here, man. Didn't quite catch a record. Isaac Lekekele, Rookie of the Year in Washington, D.C. Russ is moved on to Charlotte. And is your 6th man of the year. Interesting. Isaac, yeah, that happens. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. We went 71-11. Wow. That is beautiful, man. We got to at least make the finals. I would say 100%. Trae Young led us in scoring. I think my theory on adding another scorer to this team definitely kind of worked out for us a little bit. So you can take a look at the rest of the numbers right here if you do want to pause at any point in time. Rebounds was Bam Adebayo, and assists was Trae Young. So, Indiana, Kyrie Irving, Karis LeVert, Brandon Miller, Amoni Bates. Oh my God. What? Celtics, T.J. McConnell, Romeo Langford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. I think that Indiana team is honestly better. We win in 6. Moving on to Atlanta. Trae Young's old team, Malcolm Brogdon, has replaced him. Bogdan Bogdanovic, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, and Yeka Okongwu. No way this team beats us. We win in 6. Here come the Pelicans. Here come the Pelicans, who haven't won a championship yet. Typically, by this point, they've won at least 1. Let's see if we can get it done here. Now, oh my God, I'm pretty sure they blew a 3-1 lead. Trae Young averaged 38 points a game in 7 games. 3 rebounds, 9 assists, shot 61% from 3 and from the field. What the fuck? I need to get him moved to shooting guard more often. Oh my God. Championships in the book in year number 3, man. We obviously have 2 more seasons to go, but it feels good to kind of get that pressure off. Can sit back and relax now and hopefully get another one here. So we're projected the 6th overall pick and the 10th overall pick. I'm pretty sure the Washington one has a protection on it. We have the 8th overall. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Wow, we have picks 8 and 10. I don't know why I thought it had some sort of protection on it, but I guess not. So, also, we got Melo ring. That's kind of cool, I guess. We will head up to the draft now. Free agents, or excuse me, not free agency. The draft picks 8 and 10. We also have 30 of our own. Do I want to maybe try to upgrade Derek Favors off the bench? I mean, at this point in time, there's really not much I can do with this team that, you know, really would improve it significantly. You know, maybe just making a move for a different backup center off the bench. Maybe somebody a bit younger is probably, you know, the way I'm going to go. So we look at some centers here. Not necessarily needing anybody tremendous, anybody really that good. I mean, just preferably somebody on a multi-year deal if possible. Everybody here is a free agent. Jesus. I mean, I guess I'm not trading a first-round pick for Hernan Gomez, right? Like, I can't do that. Like, how many free agents are there, bro? Holy hell. Do I want to try to get Wendell Carter Jr. back? No, I don't have the money for that. So, I hate doing it, dude, but I don't need these picks. Like, I really, really don't. So, like, if I'm going to go out and trade them, like, I don't really see any offers here besides this. I saw the Hernan Gomez one. Ooh, do I want to bring back Aaron Gordon? But then I'd be moving on from Chuma. All right, I want to try to get Aaron Gordon a ring here, man. We're going to get Aaron Gordon back here in Orlando. I don't know how Magic fans feel about that one, but we're going to do that. I like Chuma Okeke a lot, but at the end of the day, he was just coming off the bench for us, man. It really is not that crazy. So I think it'd be kind of a cool idea to go ahead and get Aaron Gordon a ring. I am going to still give him the call. Actually, honestly, I'm just going to kind of let him go, man. We have enough talent on this team. Cole Anthony, definitely somebody I want back, though. So, yeah, wow, what a free agency this is. Cole Anthony is probably going to be the one guy I do want to retain. Chuma Okeke actually already has another offer from, I didn't give him the qualifying. That's 2K for you. That is 2K for you. LaMelo's here is restricted. Looks like he's probably going to go. Should accept an offer from Chicago. He's probably not going to get that. So I want to wait on Cole Anthony. Let me just make sure we have no other free agents that I'm just missing here. I also don't need Damian Baugh. He's just, again, kind of here. So we're probably going to actually maybe try to include him in a trade with Derek Favors for a different center now. Just see what sort of options, sort of trades we do get. I mean, again, just preferably somebody on a multi-year deal. I don't mind the veteran presence. I just think, again, 33 years old, probably going to start to regress, excuse me. Oh, boy, we're really not getting any centers offers, are we? Honestly, Dario Saric, 3 years younger. I can live with that. I mean, he's making a little bit less money as well. So, Dario Saric, just because it's a multi-year deal, welcome to Orlando. So, we don't need Gerald Colbert. I don't even know who you are. So, we're going to get a first for him. I'm going to re-sign Cole Anthony, and then I'll see you guys at the start of year number 4. Fresh off a championship here, man. Year number 4 with this Orlando squad. I'm thinking we're going back-to-back here. Jalen Suggs, Trae Young, Jonathan Isaac, Paolo Banchero, Bam Adebayo, our bench unit, Cole Anthony. We brought back Aaron Gordon, man, looking to get him a ring today. I mean, technically, he already won one in this simulation with Denver. I know that, but I want to get him one in Orlando. Dario Saric and then Franz Wagner. Let's see what we can do, man. Looking to go back-to-back. I'll see you guys at the end of the 4th year. We wrap up year number 4. Trae Young wins another MVP award. This dude is just on another level. He's absolutely crazy. We're a 1 seed once again, man. Didn't quite catch a record. Bronny, Rookie of the Year in Toronto. Bronny in the 6, man. Wow. Chet Holmgren, 6th Man of the Year. Jonathan Isaac, yeah. Alan Griffin, Most Improved. Jamal Mosley, Coach of the Year. We go 67 and 15 this year. Nothing to be upset about. So, numbers. Young, Bam, Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Jonathan Isaac, Paolo Banchero, Gordon. Feels good to have Aaron Gordon back here, man. Rebounds, Banchero, and assists was Trae Young. We got Washington, Sharif Cooper, Bradley Beal, Denny Avdija, Isaiah Todd, Bobby Portis. Good squad, but yeah, we're probably just a lot better. So we do go on to win 5, moving on to Orlando here, who we beat last year with, oh my God, this God squad. Looks like they moved on from Sabonis, but still nonetheless scary. We sweep them, and now we got Detroit. Cade, Killian Hayes, oh boy, they always signed Kawhi. They added John Collins to their team as well. Atlanta team over there is in shambles, oh my God. We win in 5. We got San Antonio here. Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Dylan Brooks, Brandon Huntley, Hatfield, and Nikola Jokic signed with them. Can you imagine the things Greg Popovich could do with Nikola Jokic, man? That's scary. We go back-to-back. Trae Young looks like he's the #1 reason for that, man. He is just on another level. So, 2 championships in today's video so far, man. I would like to three-peat here going into the final year. I think that'd be a pretty cool way to end this one. So, league meetings real quick. We're going to go ahead and just decline all these. As always, draft lottery time. I believe I saw, oh my God, we have a Clippers pick? Okay, there's definitely, yeah, there's protection on because they have the 4th overall pick. We do have the 13th overall pick via Cleveland, but probably not going to use that today. So, heading into our final season, man, as I mentioned, 2 championships is nothing to be upset about, man. I know I hate doing this, man, but honestly, this team's kind of set. I mean, unless I can get something for Dario Saric in these 2 picks here, some sort of center. I mean, Jalen Lewis, probably not. Drew Eubanks is lower overall. I mean, ooh, Jakob Poeltl, though. I mean, numbers-wise, I mean, he's definitely averaging more rebounds. All right, I'll do this. We also get Hernan Gomez, who's probably just going to be traded for a pick. I don't really need Hernan Gomez at this point. So, do we have any major free agents? I don't know if we have any crazy big free agents. I mean, probably nobody to the point that I'd be like, oh, shit, do we have any other picks in this year's draft? Oh, yeah, we have the 20. Okay, they don't want to draft, or nobody wants to trade for that. Let's see who they draft for me. Pick number 27 in the second round. Henrik Svensson, 69 overall. You can have fun, go play in some other country. So, all right, whoa, no. Qualifying offer. Franz Wagner is definitely somebody. Oh, Jalen Suggs is a free agent. This is his video. Yeah, I'd like to get him back on this team. So, this is the final year. Look at this free agency class, bro. Oh, my God. Anthony Edwards is an unrestricted free agent. How has he been doing so far? I'm actually just interested in this. Pretty damn good. And, of course, the GOAT, Jason Tatum, just came off a almost career year. I almost said career. Wow, my God, he's so good. Obviously, Giannis. So, we don't have any money, man. It's typically, I don't know if I mean, I like going down. Oh, Isaac's free agent as well. Oh, my God, that's a lot of money. I like going into these 5-year rebuilds, man, but ultimately, you know, by these 5th years, I'm just never going to have the money that I do want to go ahead and, you know, get one of these guys in free agency. So, that does kind of suck, but again, it's really cool to see some of the other free agency classes and stuff like that that I really never get to see. So, we retained all 3 of these guys, man. We kind of did make our one small move going ahead and swapping out for Jakob Poeltl. Yeah, man, I have no reason to change much with this team, man. We've obviously gone back-to-back. We are looking at three-peat. I'll see you guys at the start of the 5th and final year. All right, 5th year here in Orlando. 2 championships down. We are definitely looking to three-peat here with this squad. If I'm being honest with you, out of the teams I've seen so far in the Eastern Conference that scare me, though, that Indiana team, they terrify me. We've beat them twice, but still, I mean, they're crazy good. But, yeah, Jalen Suggs, Trae Young, Jonathan Isaac, Paolo Banchero, Bam Adebayo, our bench unit, Cole Anthony, Aaron Gordon, Jakob Poeltl, Franz Wagner. I need a three-peat, man. I have not three-peated in a long, long time. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 5. So this is technically Trae Young's 4th straight MVP award, if you count the one going back to Atlanta before we did sign him, man. This dude's just on another level. Tariq Watson, Rookie of the Year in LA. Quentin Grimes, 6th Man of the Year. Jonathan Isaac. It's just that I can't do anything about it at this point, man. Jonathan Kuminga, Most Improved, has moved on to Utah. Interesting. Jamal Mosley, Coach of the Year for the 3rd year in a row. 66 and 16, man. Definitely looking like the favorites once again. We still don't even have 2 20-plus point per game guys, but hey, I'm not going to complain, man. I don't really care about what it looks like as long as we do get it done. So we got Philadelphia here. Brickleberry Simmons, Fred VanVleet, Mikal Bridges, Otto Porter, and Joel Embiid. They look like they've made some changes there. Made some changes in Philadelphia, which I do think is necessary. But nonetheless, we do win in 5. Moving on to Miami. Lonzo Ball. Tyler Hero, Brandon Ingram. Wow, my God. Looks like we got 2 former Pelicans. Rui and Precious Chua. Pretty interesting, I would say. Boston here. Scottie Pippen Jr., Donovan Mitchell signed with the Celtics, but they lost Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. So, I mean, that's not exactly... Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, what? Was Anthony Edwards in their starting lineup? Oh, I must have missed that one. I could have sworn I just saw Donovan Mitchell. Okay, maybe. I'm pretty sure he's probably in their starting lineup. Small forward, I probably just missed it. But, wow. Okay, so we don't exactly get 3 in a row, but hey, man, we got 2 today. It's still pretty successful. So, again, if you guys have been enjoying these 5-year rebuilds, man, and can leave a like down below on this one, I would definitely appreciate it. You know, I've been enjoying the 5-year rebuilds. Obviously, they do take me a little bit longer to make, a little bit longer to edit, but, you know, if you guys like them, I'll continue to do them for the prospect rebuilds. So, that pretty much wraps this one up. Again, my thoughts on Jalen Suggs, the Orlando Magic, were kind of given at the beginning of this video, but again, man, he was definitely the best player available there. I think you had to take him. So, time will tell what happens with this Orlando team, man, but I do think their future is pretty bright. I'm excited, man. I am excited. If you guys, as always, have any other videos down below, or have any other video ideas, feel free to leave those down below. You know, thank you guys for understanding that I was on vacation. Couldn't really answer many comments this weekend, but again, hopefully you guys did enjoy those 2 videos. Scotty Barnes, Raptors, Legends, Fantasy Draft Rebuild. If you guys didn't see those, definitely go and check them out after this one. So, that pretty much wraps this one up for me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. See you guys all in the next one.